Hey, fellow YouTubers, Batman fans out there. Today I'm going to be talking about Batman the Animated Series, volumes 1 and 4. Yeah, I don't have 2 and 3, sadly because at the time I wanted to get the beginning of the series and the ending of the series. I'm getting it the 2 and 3. I'm going to get part 2 and 3 sooner or later, but for the time being, I'm just going to stick with 1 and 4. The end of the story, with Batman and Terry McGinnis is somewhere in the Justice League. If not, it's in Batman Beyond. But yeah, before I go on with sets, I'm going to talk a little about, the version. If you compare this, the animated series, compare it to the movies, or at least the 1989 movie, it's completely different. This is much closer to the comics, despite how much of an amalgamation it is, has a lot of mixed stuff, mixed elements of Batman into just, the series. And that's awesome, because what happened, if you don't like the first appearance, Batman has, it's mixed up, it has elements, I believe I mentioned this in my segment of Batman throughout the years or ages, it has first appearance, it has the 50s, the Golden Age, it has the 60s, the Bronze Age, and, that's awesome. And then the Deco, the word Deco means that it's setting is 20s and 30s, but it's more the 40s and 50s with the 90s technology. So yeah, all the movies, the live action movies, are just original stories. And I think that also goes with Marvel as well. They're not, the movies are not based on a certain comic. Some people have said that the Batman of 1989 is based on the Dark Knight Returns. It's inspired by the Dark Knight Returns. Batman Begins is inspired by Batman Year One. Batman, the Dark Knight is inspired by Batman Long Halloween, in a way, but not 100%. And I don't see how Batman of 89 is the Dark Knight Returns when it has absolutely nothing to do with that. But going on with the animated series, we have really cool panels here, kind of classic looking, with color on the characters. And then more panels here with a really weird Mr. Freeze picture right there, smiling. I don't think I've ever seen him smile, not even in classics, And then after several seasons, we got a revamp. The revamp was more closer to the Superman animated series style. And they redesigned the characters quite a bit. I read Batman Mad Love, and there's an episode of it in here, from this series, or this volume, and it's weird because it originally was the art style of the original series, and not so much this one. But it's kind of weird. I kind of wish it was more like the Dark Deco designs versus this one over here. This one's more like the modern age Batman, kind of like Batman Hush, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of more in the 80s setting, but kind of 50s at the same time. So yeah, it still has to do with mob bosses and stuff. You know, if you guys have a local Barnes and Noble, you can get those. Usually bookstores have them. You can also get them at Best Buys. I don't know about Target or Walmart. I know Walmart only has Volume 1 in my local Walmart at least. But and they also have the Batman Beyond series, but I haven't seen Volume 2 or 3, and those are the ones that I need. And it's better if it'd be awesome if they did have them in my local Walmart, you know, the 2 and 3. You know, but because it's cheaper at Walmart because it's $20, and I bought both of these for $40 a piece. So yeah. Anyways, going on with the set, it consists of 4 discs, you know, 4 DVDs, and then with descriptions on the episodes and whatever. You know, really cool. Really nice picture of Batman there, Robin, Catwoman, and Mr. J, Mark Hamill. Really nice. I'm gonna be Edward Nygma for Halloween. You guys stay tuned for my custom suit review. Well, once it's fully assembled, and yeah. I don't know. If you asked me, I kind of like the Dark Deco version of Batman better, but I like this Bruce Wayne, you know, the design on this Bruce Wayne better. But I like this version better. It's kind of weird how Bruce Wayne and Batman are still the same person. You know, they still act the same way as Batman and Bruce Wayne. Versus this one, he's more comical as Bruce Wayne. You know, right here in this series, he's more comical Bruce Wayne, and then less serious and less serious. You know, and that's what makes it cool. He looks Hispanic, so it's kind of weird. And over here, he looks like a white guy with black hair. But yeah, I think I should have reviewed the animated movies first instead of the live action movies. But I'm gonna be reviewing the full length movies of the animated series, and then I'm gonna be reviewing the Warner Premiere movies right after that, and other collectibles along the way. You know, pretty much the same stuff. You know, this one's not that retro. You know, the design on Joker's face, if I pan to his face, or I just move this closer to the face, I mean the camera, kind of simplistic in design. You know, nothing really special about Joker. But then they remake him when he comes out in Justice League and also in Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. It looks more realistic, versus this one looks kind of cartoony. I prefer the Nightwing from, you know, from Under the Red Hood. You know, this Nightwing looks like an Indian. You know, he looks like somebody you'd seen Pocahontas or something. And he acts a bit of a dick, you know. That's his name, Dick Grayson. Versus the Under the Red Hood one, he actually acts kind of more of a good fella, versus this one's more of a dick, you know. I guess that's why they call him Dick Grayson. But yeah, I'm missing volumes 2 and 3. You know, right now I was showing you guys, you know, we were taking a look at the animated series. We all know it's awesome. You know, it's cool how they made them in short little films. You know, classic films. And yeah, you know, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are awesome. You know, I think Kevin Conroy could have been a really good live-action Batman back in the day. But I still think Mark Hamill can pull off a really nice, I think he can pull off a really nice the Dark Knight Returns Joker, you know, the more bulkier Joker with the white tuxedo, you know, he can do that one, you know. He can probably make a really awesome Joker for that one. I really want the Mission Masters Mr. Freeze. It'd be really awesome to have that one. In this series, what do I think about this series? We all know the Batman the Animated Series has... I first want to say that it's kind of glitchy in some parts. This one's a little more clean, but I don't like the red sky that much. I wish they could just give us like a blue sky, and I think that'd be good for me. Yeah, but this one, I don't know. They're both great. I'm just gonna stick with that. You know. Right now we were looking at Batman the Animated Series. I'm gonna give the whole series. You know, I'm not gonna give it a ranking. You know, or a rating or whatever you want to call it. It's spectacular. You know. I want to thank Mr. Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill, and Andrea Romano for the series. You know, a really awesome series. You know, I also want to thank him for Batman Beyond and Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. You know, and I still have a few more DVD sets to pick up. And yeah, stay tuned for more segments and reviews. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down below what you guys think about Batman the Animated Series. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Have a great night, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.